Hi everyone, this is Mansha Mirza, and I would like to welcome you to the Voices from the Community segment of the 3 R's website. So, for those of you who are new, the 3 R's is an online portal that is intended to be a go to repository for credible and reliable information related to refugees, rights, and resettlement. And in our Voices from the Community segment, we feature community members and invite them to share their experiences and their perspectives. And today we have with us Asmira Ogresevic. Welcome, Asmira. Thank you so much for making the time for us today.
Thank you for inviting me.
Absolutely, it's a pleasure. So, to begin with, would you like to introduce yourself and share a little bit about the work that you do?
Yes, my name is Asmira Ogresevic. Originally, I'm from Bosnia and Herzegovina. I came 25 years ago to America. I've been resettled in California, and then, as many Bosnian refugee, we decide to move to St. Louis area because of work. Like opportunities, housing market, and it give us like more opportunities than we can get in California as a refugee. Okay, my responsibility here at International Institute of St. Louis is to be a program director of resettlement. Okay, that position include many different kind of responsibility, but mostly my job is to take care of new arrivals. So my job is to sign new arrivals and decide who will come to St. Louis after I receive documents from USCRI or headquarter in Washington. So we pick and choose clients who will come to St. Louis, Missouri. I'm very proud to say that we are one of the biggest agency in United States who receive medical cases. So we decide with USCRI that we will take all those medical cases because we do have contract with different hospital here in St. Louis. Okay, so one of my job is before those refugee arrived to put them in different hospital depend of the medical care that they need. Also, we don't get only medical cases. We actually get other cases too. And then, based on community that we have here, we will decide which population we will resettle here in St. Louis. We are looking for a community that has been established already here. So we are aware community who has been established here previously will help those new refugees to like accomplish all their goals as soon as they arrived. Okay, so another responsibility is to monitor of finance for resettlement because, as you know, each refugee who are coming to United States, each person will get $1,350 per person. So we have to divide those money and use it for 3 months. How long resettlement period is. So we have to use that money to pay for deposit, for rent, for utilities, and until they get food stamps cards, we also use that money to buy them like a Aldi gift cards so they can use it until they get EBT card. Also, like if they have some other needs, we will also like help them. And each refugee on the beginning, we will give them like $50 cash. As you know, like when you get EBT card, you cannot buy many stuff on EBT card except food, like hygiene products and stuff. So they can use cash and buy it. Okay. In meantime, all those refugees, they will sign different program. When I say different program, it's mean cash assistance. So some people will get a matching grant program, some will get refugee cash assistance, some will get TANF. This is like financial help that they will get as soon as they arrived. Sometimes take time to all for those program to kick in, but like first month of arrival, they will get it. So also, my job is for those new arrivals to look and find housing for them. Mostly we receive those free cases. Free cases mean they don't have family or friends here who can help them. So our responsibility is to find secure, affordable housing. We look around and we have to find apartment and we have to put basic furniture in the apartment. So as I said, when I monitor finance for refugees, it mean that money that they get 1,350, we also use portion of that money to purchase some furniture. So by our contract with you CRI, we have to provide like beds, kitchen table, chairs, some seating, like a couch, sofa, and we have to like monitor money to be sure that everything that we can cover it. We also relying on donation for those kitchen items that family will need and stuff like that. There is many like things that needs to be done during first 90 days. One of them, like each refugee has to go to health screening. So my job is to schedule appointment and provide transportation for them. Also, if they have kids, my job is to enroll kids into school. So it's mean collect all those needed paper and send to school for enrollment. Also, like first week of arrivals, my job is to enroll clients into English as a second language classes that we have here at the Institute. So everybody 18 and up, they have to attend those classes. Okay, we do have those we call core contact summary that grant when we sign contract, it means that we have to follow rules and regulation and provide all those core contact summary to the refugees. So as I said, previously we did apply for social security for the client, but last year they changed rules and regulations. So clients, when they arrived on port of entry, immigration staff will help them to apply for social security. So health screening, immunization for kids, because kids cannot go to school until get immunized. Health screening, if there is a medical concern, also my job is to schedule appointment for those people who are not coming as a medical cases, but we discover there is some issues, medical issues during doctor exam. Also, my job is to monitor caseworker department. So I have to be sure that 24 hours after arrivals, caseworker goes and visit family and take them for the first grocery. And they have to do grocery orientation because many people, they are coming, they never um, have like supermarkets like we have here in America. They have those markets like air markets, open markets. So
Mhm.
we have to like teach them, what they can buy, and depend of the culture. We are taking them to different stores. Like people from Africa, usually they will ask me for different kind of meat, comparing those people who are coming like from Latin America. So we have to be aware where to take clients, where they can get stuff that they need. So, and then we monitoring like first 3 months. We have to be monitoring, are they safe in the area where they are? Do they need anything? I forgot to mention, as soon as they move, we have to establish electricity, gas, everything on their name. You know how much problem it is if you don't have a credit history here in America, and first time you opening something like that. So, but I can tell that we have very very good connection with the community, and we don't have much problem. So my job is like monitor family for 3 months, and to be sure that everything is going well, that they don't have a problem. In meantime, they will be enrolled in different program, and then following program will work with the clients to find a job. Depend, yes. And then like after 3 months, I have to do report and send back to Washington to let them know like what's going on with family. Are they attending school? Are they working? What kind of program? There is like 1,000 questions that needs to be answered, but that's how they monitor family. And also, we as a St. Louis, we did receive many cases we call minor cases. It's mean kids. There is like 7 different category of minors that they are coming, like minors who are coming to join their parents here or relatives here, traveling alone, or minor who has been married but they are underage. So there is like a many different procedure that we have to follow and do reporting on that. I know we have like short time,
No,
but
we have time. Don't worry. And
yeah, so
that was a great description.
there is a lot of work that needs to be
Yeah.
done first 90 days, and
Yeah.
of course, family is new here, a new culture, new language. There is so many problems, they don't understand. And then we as a staff, we have to be well educated and prepare for the arrivals who are coming. Especially when we have new group that we have to resettle, then we are doing like a training, preparing our stuff, because we don't want to like assault families, say something or do something that is against their culture. So you have to be very careful when you serving vulnerable population. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, absolutely. You mentioned earlier that in the beginning, the Institute was resettling refugees from Bosnia. So currently, or in the past, let's say 5 or 10 years, where have the refugees been coming from?
Okay. Depend of situation in the world, United Nations, they decide which group they will resettle. In 2000, we did resettle many Bosnians. It was the major group at that period. Even we resettled smaller group with Bosnians. Previously, before Bosnian, we did have Filipinos, Vietnamese, but recently we have like many people. We have people from Syria that we resettle, people from Afghanistan, people from Ukraine. We do have people from Congo, from Burma. Um, we have some people from Iraq that they've been refugee like in Turkey, and then they came on the Gutenberg visa and different kind of visas. Same with Afghans. We have those we call special immigrant visa that they coming. So people who help American military there in Afghanistan, so they coming on special visa. And we also have like I can say a regular refugee from Afghanistan, some people from Pakistan. There is like a many different smaller group that we resettle, specifically like from Cameroon, from Congo, from Somalia, like a lot of people from Africa. Yeah, I can tell like. Science Institute opened 145 years ago, and resettled people. In 2000, they resettled like around 1,200 Bosnian. I'm talking about physical year. But previously year, 2024, we resettled almost 1,500 people. It was the biggest number that we resettled refugee in 1 year. And our physical year start on October 1st. So from
Right,
October
right.
to September 30th, it was the biggest. So I told my staff we create history. This is like for the first time we have so many refugees that they arrived. Yeah, it create like with all those grants, we don't have much opportunity. You cannot, like, you have to use money to help refugee. You cannot hire so many people to serve those. So that's why we include community and volunteers to help us, because we want to like all those core services that get provided on time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was very, very difficult year for us,
Yeah.
specifically because of housing, and specifically because all those family, they have like a 10, 11, 15, 17 members. So it is very difficult to find affordable housing for a larger family. You have one bedroom, two bedroom, but for like we used to put people in hotel until we find housing, and then we will decide to rent. Institute decide to rent couple of houses, those temporary houses, big houses, where we can
Right.
put families until like Airbnb, those houses that we can rent, and then we put family until we find permanent housing for them. But all those family, I can tell, they get housing in less than 3 months. So depend like all the family members, but they get housed, in three
Yeah.
months. And also like if family has a family or friends here who can help them, we always talk. We call US Thai. We talk with them and ask them, is there like do they know any houses for rent? Do they wanna like family to stay with them, help them?
Yeah.
So depend. Each case is different.
Yeah.
So we work on it. It is like a daily basis work that we have to
Yeah.
still working with the family, working with US Thai, working with volunteer, and get like involved in the community so they can help us and we can help them. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely very challenging, and you
It
sound
is.
very passionate and committed to the work. So, this
Yeah.
next question is a little bit about you. What brought you to this field?
So I came here as a refugee, you know, and like it is my payback to community. And I really, I love this job, and I'm very, I'm kind of person that understand. They
Mm.
said like you can understand some situation only if you've been in that situation. So and I do understand. I know how difficult was for me when I came with my family, no language, not knowing culture. If you go to the store, you are lost because you don't know what to buy. Everything is English. How you know what you're looking for? So
Yeah.
it was very difficult, but we managed to survive. As I said, we came to California, and because of high price of housing and like if you want to go to English classes, you have to be on the list. Depend, how long it will take until you get to school, because like in California, everybody has a rights. Um, to go to school. So even documented and undocumented people can go. So, and we know like how many in California they have immigrants, legally immigrants,
Mhm.
and illegally. So we decide, because of housing opportunity and because of job opportunity, we decide to move to St. Louis. And at that time when we moved, Bosnian community already was like established here. So it helped us a lot. And you feel like you are home with all those businesses around you that you can go, all those like medical facility that you can go and talk with the doctor in your language helps you a lot. Yeah. So
So it was that personal experience,
Yeah,
right, that brought you
yeah,
into this.
yes. I came to the International Institute in 2000, and group of us, we realize those immigrant and refugee women, like if they are in domestic violence, and domestic violence is very common in because like is a frustration, and
Right.
there is a lot of, so we realize like there is a shelter in St. Louis, and no, those shelter, they don't offer services to immigrant and refugee women in their language. So like six of us decide to form group and help immigrant and refugee women to feel better, like when they go to shelter they can have services in their language. So, and I worked there for um, like 8 9 years, and then like my company, they merge and they decide to provide only services to kids, not to parents. And then I came back to the International Institute. So it is same field. I work like all my
Right.
life with immigrant and refugees. So
Absolutely. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Um, yeah. Yeah, no, it's very challenging, but also a very fulfilling line of work.
Yeah.
So I commend you and I want to appreciate your service.
No,
Um,
thank you very much. Thank you.
Absolutely. Yeah. My next question is about, some recent changes with refugee resettlement in the United States. So how have the Institute's day-to-day operations changed since January 2025, when there were some significant changes made to the resettlement system?
Yeah, change has been made. I can tell it was shock for all of us.
Yeah.
We did prepare. We did knew it, because of previous election. We did know like some changes will come. And then when changes comes, we already, as I said, our physical year start in October. So we didn't knew like changes are coming. So we did bring like around 500 people already, refugees. So, and we try to serve them as best as we can. But when changes happen in January, we sit together and all departments, I don't want to say we did have huge laid off. Our staff has been cut because if there is no refugee, there is no grants, there is no work, what you can do. But as I said, we did have reset like 500 people already. So we create holistic approach to the client, new program. So all department comes together and we focus on clients. So we wanna like establish, I can say like a better service. So client is on the middle and we focus on client needs, you know, and we like when clients comes here, like they live in spasm. They wanna, go and learn English. They wanna find a job. They don't have like a time to go, like if they need therapy. And we know like all those refugees, they have PTSD, they have trauma, like trauma is to coming to new country that you don't know what to expect, what will happen with your family. So we focus on clients' well-being. So all services that we can provide, we provide. And as I said, detail, like previously regarding those core contact summary, core services, we don't have to be like detail oriented and follow clients everywhere. Now we do, we focus on the client. If client example has a job and now client looking for better paid job close to his house, we will focus and help them. Like in the past, like if we have like a job on market, we will offer, but we won't go with them. We won't do resume. But now, like as I said, we will do it. Like we will take clients for job interview. We will like prepare clients for job interview. We will do resume and stuff. So step by step. Yeah, so
Right.
we don't know what will future bring to us. They told us um, people from Africanos from South
Yeah.
Africa, they
Yeah.
will come.
Right.
They did ask us,
Mhm.
do we want to
Yes.
resettle? We said yes, because like when these changes happened in January, we already have people who's supposed to come in like end of January, in February, even some
Right.
people in March. They already have a tickets and everything has been scheduled, and then
Right.
they cancel it. So they said, if you wanna see those people, we will give you those Africanos. So we agree with that. But we didn't get any people from Africa yet. I mean, South Africa. But we
That's right.
do see people who are traveling on their own, SIV clients. So those SIV from Afghanistan. So people who can afford and buy a ticket and come here.
And
So
SIV is special immigrant visa?
yes, yes.
Right.
So
Yeah.
those people who help Americans military groups there,
Right.
so they are coming. So they are coming from Germany, Qatar, or Albania. They are there, and then yeah, they're coming. But we didn't see. Maybe since January, maybe we did see like 10 families. So
So
is
among
it?
the families and the individuals that you are currently serving, what are some of the biggest unmet needs?
As I mentioned early, housing was very difficult,
Yeah.
and especially for those family, with this politics, you have to explain to the family that they cannot bring their family right now. Everything is frozen,
Right.
and we also didn't get any information who has a right to apply to bring family. So everything is postponed. For me, the worst part is to deal with the family and explain them like, hey, your kids left behind. Sorry, I don't know. Like they coming to you asking for help and you don't know. You
Yeah.
know, like I feel very bad when I have to say I'm sorry, I don't know. You know,
Hmm.
really. So to bring family here, also many company they stop hiring immigrant and refugee, because of politics. Some they start to ask for a language that they speak language. So in the past we didn't have that problem. So there is a lot of like different situation that's going on, and like you have to deal on daily basis like, oh, they don't want to hire me, I don't speak English, or I don't have a car, they don't hire me, or there is a lot of problems. So work, job opportunity, I can tell, and also housing. But as I said, all refugee that we resettled, they do have housing. We did fine for them. And then the problem is like with government benefits, which they are very, very small. You know that Medicaid has been cut now for 4 months. Refugee medical assistance is only for 4 months. TANF, it is not even close to pay rent. Like family of four, they get $380. What you can do with $380 if you don't have a job, and then clients coming to us asking for help. So that's why we like organizing like a different kind of events where we can collect money, donations, so that then we can help clients. So there is like a lot of issues on daily basis. But people, they have to understand, refugee, they are very hardworking people, and they learn to fight, to survive, and thrive. So that's like we don't have homeless. I cannot say we have one homeless from that population, but Some people they see it differently. Some people they don't like to see immigrant and refugee in their community. Some, have opposite opinions. So, but this is life. Let's see, like people always different, so.
So it sounds like, the Institute wants to provide very comprehensive services, right from, first arrival to making sure people have jobs and stable housing. But at the same time, there are not that many new cases coming in, and there have been, all these changes. So in the middle of all of this, what are the Institute's plans for sustaining operations and continuing to serve the individuals and families?
Yeah, that's why I said like we will focus on a holistic approach to the clients, and like in meantime we organizing, and we have like different events like a race for the refugees, Festival of Nation,
Yeah.
where we collect money. We are always, we have like a different pages when you can donate. Like last week we have like a Muni theater here, so they also like agree on their website to put like a donation for a refugee, and we work as a volunteer and collecting those stuff. So we are preparing, and we also working with different organizations in the community. So, like Cherokee organization that they get money to help with housing. Just start last month. So for people who are not working, we file application. They get help for housing. A couple of churches they working with us. We have private donor who gave us money. So we support refugee. Also, like every Friday, we do have bazaar, like where people can buy like fresh products in half, not half, like very cheap,
Right.
and then we also have food pantry. Everybody can come and get it, on Friday, but in like during the week, if there is a need, they can come and can get it. So, but we working with different organizations who are, and churches also, who donate
Right.
money and products and stuff. Not only churches, we have also Islamic Foundation who helping us. You you know, you have to know like community to help your clients. So, and as I said, like we organizing always some events when we have like a quarterly meeting with all those organizations who are serving refugees and immigrants, and also monthly we have community meetings with all those people who has been involved community. So we like a planning or next step, so now we are fine, there is no problem, like if clients need help with housing, we do have some financial support that we can offer, so that's good.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, no, I think you guys are doing great work and it's important to continue it. If you share the link with me, I can put it in the description of this video. So if people want to contribute to your fundraising efforts, they have a
Okay.
way to find that information.
Yeah, there is on Facebook, you can find Donate to International Institute.
Right.
So you can go there, or Muni Theater, as I said, right now they have link that you can donate to International Institute of St. Louis. But I can send those couple of links to you in your email.
Yeah. Yeah, please
So
do.
yeah, and
Yeah.
also like many school students, they're coming here volunteering, and then those kids, they doing a drive for the refugees, collecting those different items. So gift cards. We always says what we need, what is
Yeah.
priority. Like in winter time, you need heater space, you need blankets. In summertime, there is a fan that you need, so different things that we need. So, and we do have like a donation room so people can bring stuff and donate, so.
Um, Outside of helping you with fundraising and donations, How else can members of the public support the Institute and your work?
As I said, like many uh, community members, they are volunteering at International Institute, you know. Last week we have a journalist from Germany, and she asked me like, why you have so many volunteers from community? And I said, look at this guy, he's volunteer, and he is retired, he own company, and he says he has so many immigrant and refugee workers there, and he,
Yeah.
you know, now he wanna like pay back and come here and help us. So um they can organize like donation drive, community member if they want. They can like hire immigrant and refugee if they are a business owner. They can support locally businesses, like don't go to Schnucks, Aldi, go to like those small groceries, or other like businesses that they own, uh, or like especially like in St. Louis, we have so many different restaurants. Don't go to bread company, go to Asian restaurant, try different meal, you know. So there is a many way that you can help as a community member. So, but I
Great.
suggest everybody who wanna get involved with community is to learn about people culture. You know, you don't want anyone to get offended, you know, and so you learn, you prepare yourself if you want to deal with refugees, you know, like um some women who are coming from Middle East, you cannot touch them, you cannot shake their hands. Some culture, they don't allow you to look in their eyes. They always like looking somewhere, and you think, you know, what's going on. So you
Yeah.
have to be aware of population that you're dealing with. So you have to be very careful.
Those are some really great pointers. Do you have any other recommendations or advice for listeners who might be interested in working with refugees, either now or in the future?
Yeah. Uh, I already said what I think will
Yeah.
be like um take one person, for lunch, you know, try to talk, find out. Each person has different story, you know. Everybody wearing different shoes, they have different stories. So try to learn, you know, don't be biases, be like open-minded. So everybody has the rights. So yeah. I
That's
don't
great.
know, like
Great advice.
when I came to America, I have totally different opinion on some culture, you know, but
Yeah.
here I learn a lot, you know. I
Yeah.
learn, you know, to respect everybody. Like in my country, war start because of the religion. So, but here, you know, like I don't care, like everybody are equal for me. Doesn't matter, you know, like if war start in my country because of religion, in other country people get prosecuted because of their political view. You know,
Yeah.
everybody has something that happened to them. That's why they are here, you know. So
Mhm.
that's why I'm worried, like what will happen in the future, because America was always, you know, country that welcome refugee and immigrants. So I'm
Yeah.
really worried. I don't know what will happen. I go to bed and wake up, you know, and saying, "Oh my God, what will happen?" You know, look how many families. I have staff member who is waiting for his family to come here because they get separate because of COVID. So he came
Um,
and they left behind his parents, and now he said like 4 more years I have to wait for my parents to come, you know, and explain to people why. So as I said, America always welcome immigrant and refugee, and now everything has been postponed, and
right.
we don't know what will happen. We don't know.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know, you know. So I'm always looking for the news to see, but news changing on daily basis.
I know. Yeah. Yeah. We find out new things every day. Yeah. Yeah.
But
So,
I hope things
yeah.
will change.
Yeah,
People
and
will realize, we need
yeah.
refugee. Look, like we did have like a tornado in St. Louis recently. Many
Right. I
houses
heard
have
about
been,
that.
yeah. And like in my neighborhood, I'm looking all those Latino people repairing those roof. I don't
Yeah.
see any other people. And I said,
Yeah.
who will do it?
Yeah.
Who will do it if we, so, but
Yeah.
what we can do, just wait and
Yeah.
pray that the situation will
Right.
change soon.
Right. Yeah. And hope for a better future, which brings me to my last question for you. What are your hopes for the future of refugee resettlement in this country?
I hope they will reopen program. My hope is like in August we will have meeting with US. I always says USCRI, USCRI, our
Yeah.
headquarter. I hope they will share good news because our physical year supposed to start on October 1st. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping, but they will reopen program. So I thought like when we heard about like a war, Palestinians,
Mm.
Israel, Iran, so I thought maybe we will get refugee, but no, I don't think so. So we know like there is millions of people waiting. Like in Africa, we have 6 million people that waiting.
Mm.
They
Millions in
already
Sudan. Yeah.
complete process everything, but
Yeah.
for all those people means 4 more years, so I have staff member who lives in the camp for 18 years. So like if you go to his office you will see all those pictures that he drew while he was there waiting to come here, and now like half of his family is still there, and he doesn't know is this 18 more years to wait or they will come. You never know. There is like a big question mark what will happen. But I hope resettlement program will be reopened.
Yeah.
I understand if people don't agree with those illegal, but refugee, they are legally here. So they have documents, I did have like a couple of my neighbors, American neighbors, they said, oh, you refugee don't pay taxes. Even my previous supervisor says you don't pay taxes. So I have to show him my paycheck to
Okay.
see
Yeah.
that I'm paying taxes same as everybody, and nothing is for free here. Even like that you get here a plane ticket, you have to pay back. There is nothing for free.
Right. Right.
People have to understand, and get bigger picture what's going on there. What is for free. But I hope, as I said, I hope program will be reopened. So.
Yeah.
And as I said, also, like many staff get laid off, over 100 people get laid off. It is not 100
No.
people, it is like whole
Yeah.
families.
Yeah.
It is not only like here, it's happened in many company they get laid off. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
let's
So
hope for the best.
let's hope for the best, for your
Yeah,
colleague, for the other families
thank
you're
you.
working with, for the community in general. I think the U.S. Refugee Resettlement Program has been a really good example for welcoming refugees and providing them with another more stable opportunity in life. And we really hope that that continues.
Yeah, I hope too,
Yeah.
because, I feel so sorry for those family who are waiting for their family members to come and join them. And
Yeah.
do you have idea how many kids has been left specifically in Afghanistan?
Yeah.
Because when parents flew, mostly girls left there. So they brought those small, like young kids, those
I
12,
know.
13, they are there.
Mhm.
So we did manage to bring maybe around 15 in January, but that's it,
Yeah.
nothing more. So
Yeah.
We don't know
Let's
yet.
hope that changes
I hope.
and things
I
get
hope.
better for everyone.
Yeah, that's like every morning, as soon as I get up, I go to the news and see, is there any
Yes.
changes, so
Yeah.
um they will tell us like White House will monitor resettlement. We don't know yet about it. We didn't hear anything. They said those Africanos, they will do it. And
Right.
I know IOM didn't get involved with
Right.
flying tickets and stuff.
Right.
They provide own charter flights, and that's it. It was like a first round and nothing else. So let's see. Let's see and wait.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
So
It's a wait and watch game at the moment. But I want to thank you so much
no
for taking the
problem.
time today and speaking with me. And I'm sure that, those who follow our website will get a lot of information
Yeah.
from everything you shared.
Yeah. Okay. And I will just send to you a website if somebody wanna donate something or yeah. Okay. Thank
Absolutely.
you.
Thank you.